Rice, the staple food of more than half of the world's population. In the Philippines, even McDonald's sell fried chicken and rice combo. But how does rice get from the field to a table? I came to the International Rice Research Institute in June during the rainy season, trying to learn everything about rice. The course has indoor lectures,
But we do have most of the data here are
mature or yellowish or golden yellow.
And then we slowly put or place the chamber.
like this. So it's really based on your.
The series of lectures made me transform from a rookie who only knew how to extract DNA in the lab to a pseudo-expert who knows a little about all aspects of rice. From seeding to seedling to vegetative growth to flowering, finally mature. How much hard work does this series of processes require? First, land preparation. We can use caravel or hand tractor. Then transplanting. Manually transplanting is simple, but time-consuming. Mechanical transplanting is fast, but requires a lot of investment. Or just do direct seed. Drum seeder can help. Drone also works. But transplanting is not the end. Rice also needs fertilizer. Disease, pests are problems to solve. Sometimes you need to pull the weed manually. After going through untold hardships, wind and sun, finally harvested. You have to collect the rice from the field. Manually harvest or use some machine. Or even rent a combine harvester. After harvesting, it needs to be dried, threshed, stored, and transported. All this hard work finally turns into a bowl of rice on the table. So how much income can such hard work bring?
Reported between these years. And an agricultural worker earns around 192 pesos. How many is that? Is that like $2, right?
10,836 pesos per hectare. It's less than $200. To understand more, we visited 2 villages in the Philippines to interview farmers, Victoria Laguna and Banawe Ifugao. We visited farmers in Victoria Laguna.
Just looking for them and then now I'm let's answering.
Starting with drawing a farm map, we learned about Anthony's rice farming.
Kami, ang San Roque meron, pero nawawala. And then kami, ako sa part ko.
Rice field.
Oh, rice field. Rice field. Ako, ito yung akin, di ba? Sa may...
We listed the questions Anthony raised and asked him to rank them.
All of them are important. I don't know what to do.
They are all very
Yeah. But for me, because this is my dream to help my co-farmer. This one too. This one. This one. That is it.
Okay.
know any other place that has a rice mill?
Irrigation, fertilizer gardens, public meals, and drawing have become the focus.
Small rice.
Anthony said that the canal built by the government was cut off by the
Oh,
road.
they have.
He had to pump water from the well himself.
I just only heard. I think the national
Diesel costs 20,000 pesos a year,
No,
but he only earns 2 pesos from selling a kilogram of rice.
I just
Besides, he mentioned a lack of guidance on how to apply fertilizers. Actually, he lacks all kinds of guidance in agriculture.
even me.
He said with a hint of grievance that the extension workers had never come to visit his village. His main agricultural information came from his neighbors, rather than the scientific guidance. Variety choice, what and when to apply fertilizer are all up to fate. This surprised me because I just learned about agricultural management and fertilization in class. The agricultural knowledge in class is actually the guidance that the farmers crave day and night. The seemingly beneficial software platform never really helped the farmers. How can we understand the gap between knowledge and reality without actually visiting farmers? Even more sad is that Anthony said he doesn't hate farming. It's just that growing rice in the Philippines is too hard and the income is too low. When talking about American farmers, Anthony's face was full of envy.
But farming in the US is very good. Just do the farming.
Yeah.
When you say farmers in the Philippines, farmers are poor. But when you say farmers in the US, they are rich.
You're a farmer. You're rich.
Everything is mechanized, so they don't have to.
Yeah.
It's the physical labor has
Not so much. Yeah.
almost been eliminated. Yeah.
Okay, kain na.
We traveled through mountains and rivers and arrived at Banawe. Banawe in the mountainous region of northern Philippines is famous for his historical rice terrace. Interviews with Banawe farmers give me a different takeaway.
I'm not good in drawing. One problem is the new generation doesn't want to go to the field because they are educated. When they finish their studies, they went to the cities and other countries. They work there. They have a good life. The rice field is now already abandoned by some people because they went to other cities. And one thing is, I think the production cannot supply the whole year round of the family. That's why they move to other places. Also the eel.
The eel.
Eel also that introduced by some foreigner. That they also put it in the rice field and it destroyed the dikes. That's why the water is penetrated.
So it's now an invasive species.
Yeah. In the first place, our main problem is they introduced golden cohol before.
Here,
Yeah, that is our main problem because they will eat the seedlings.
Yes.
When you put the seedling, the seedbed, they will eat unless you clean it out. And now, since the other foreigner who came here for a study, they bring eel. And then they eat the golden cohol. They eliminated it. But the problem is there, still.
They're still
Because,
there.
because they will destroy the dikes.
Yeah,
Because it was latest introduction here by the other foolish people. Because they were the one who bring that eel. Those foolish people.
The rice, miles of them, are full of the bitterness of the endless problems. But despite many problems, they still have their own persistence.
Okay, we prefer to eat our product because that is organic, rather than to buy from the lowlands that full of chemicals.
I thought that this course was just about learning some rice biological theories, getting some field experience. But I gained much more than just this knowledge. Direct dialogue with farmers is a more valuable experience. From the lab to the test field to real agricultural production, the gaps between the various links exist objectively and trouble people who rely on rice for survival. If I just sit in the lab with a constant temperature all year round, it will never be possible to know and understand what are the farmers' real desire. There is nothing wrong with scientific research out of interest in exploring the world, but we should always remember who will benefit from the research and how the benefits of research will actually be delivered to those who need it most.